Hey cats, good morning. It's another beautiful day here in Northeast Ohio. The sun is shining bright. The skies are blue. The crows are complaining because they want their breakfast. Yesterday was a beautiful day. It was started out as a pretty cool morning. And I was out on the Ultra all day. Left in the morning, it was a little nippy, but I was dressed for it. I didn't break out the leathers though. I was able to get by with a thicker hoodie that I wore. Layers. The other fellas though, they had their leathers. They were prepared for some cold weather. But it got up into the 70s. Well, I would say the upper 60s by afternoon, so it wasn't too bad riding. But the Iron Pony here rode like a wild horse. They love the cold. The Harleys love the cold weather. This one is water-cooled heads, so not so much as the Fat Boy, which is all air-cooled. So the Fat Boy really, really sucks in the cold air and runs like a champ. This one runs about the same, but nonetheless, they still like the colder weather. They don't get as hot, so it's a good thing. So yesterday morning, I hooked up with two of my bros, Jeff and John, and we headed south for the day and just had a wonderful day of riding and good camaraderie. A couple of great guys. We ended up down towards Loudonville and Holmes County. That area is kind of known for Amish, and Loudonville is where Mohican State Park is. Which we didn't go there, but it's a very popular state park with a really nice campground that's real popular, some really cool hiking trails and stuff. But it's beautiful country down there, just beautiful country. And so our ride took us down to a little biker bar pub that we stopped at and had some lunch, delicious burgers. And then we spent the rest of the afternoon riding over through Holmes County, which you come up on some. There's a lot of it's like more rolling hills. Like here where I am, there's a lot of flat agricultural land. Down there's a lot of rolling hills, valleys. And you come up over the top of some of these grades, and the view is just like expansive. You could just see for miles, and it's just gorgeous, gorgeous countryside. So it was really a nice ride. We got out on some little narrow country roads too, which was nice. We passed some Amish buggies. It was just a very pleasant time yesterday. Will I ride today? I don't think so. I did not bring the camera gear along for a video of our ride yesterday. The guys just need a break. And I need a break too. I don't need to be worrying about the camera on, is the camera off? Do I want to film this shot? Do I want to do that? I just wanted to ride and just enjoy time with my friends. And that's pretty much what we did. So no video of the time. We did stop down there at one point for lunch, like I said. And when we went to leave, my one buddy's bike wouldn't start. Now, I don't know if you've ever been out on the motorcycle and you stop somewhere and you go to hit the starter and you got nothing. It's the most sinking feeling in the world. It's like, oh boy, now what am I going to do? And especially when you're with a group, it's like, are they going to leave me behind? Is it how am I going to deal with this? All kinds of things go through your head, and it's not a good thing. And sometimes it's just the obvious. Sometimes what you find is that you've just hit your kill switch and you just need to turn it back on and then everything works again. But sometimes that's not the case, and this wasn't the case with us yesterday. What it turned out being was just we just had to reattach a battery connection, a battery terminal, and everything worked fine again. It was just a simple fix. But, what do you do when it won't start? How do you deal with that? And I don't know if you've ever been in that situation before. We have. Fortunately, we have some sources that have trailers that are capable of carrying a motorcycle. But the problem is, are those resources available for the time that you need them? If you're lucky, your buddies or your family might say, yeah, sure, we can be there in an hour or so and we'll help you. We'll load the bike up and get it back home for you. And then you can repair it on your own time in your shop. But, if you don't have that option, the other option is to call a towing company, which they'll come and they have to load your bike up on a trailer or something, or a flatbed, and haul it back home for you or to a shop, whichever you desire. But that's very, very, very costly and not a good option. But what are you going to do? I mean, what have you done in the past? Luckily, in the times that I've been out on the road, we have had breakdowns, but there's always somebody there that's pretty handy at mechanics and that can easily fix the problem. I mean, one time we were out riding with a bunch of guys, and the one guy's shovel head quit. And we couldn't figure out we figured out what the problem was. The way he had it wired, there was a short in the wire to the tail light, and that affected the whole system. And I don't know how. We had one guy there that was really good at the electrical stuff, and he started following some wires around, and he found the short, and we made the roadside repair. The shovel head fired right back up, and we were back on the road again. There was a couple times where I've ridden with people that have had these custom choppers, and with a more high performance engines on them, and they can't get them started. Especially if you're sitting around and it gets cold in the evening or cold at night. I mean, I've gone out to get on the bike to come home, and I had to scrape the frost off of the seat. And that'll really bring your battery juice down, that cold weather. And especially if you got a high performance motor, it's a real drag to turn that engine over. And the cold doesn't help. So what we had to do in that case is we'd get the guy on the bike, we'd have him put it in like third gear, and then we'd push the bike and say, stand up on the bike, and right the same time that you bang the clutch out, jump down on the seat so that back tire starts turning. And usually, pop, it'll fire, the bike starts, and it'll even running, and then we'll head home. So we've done that too, but breakdowns are no fun, And I don't know why. You're more prone to a breakdown with a motorcycle than you are with a car or a motor vehicle. I don't know. Is that true or not? It just seems like motorcycles are more prone to breakdowns, more prone to wiring issues. The newer bikes, computer issues. The older bikes, who knows? It could be anything. I had my ignition switch go out once. I've had a cable break on my clutch the one time. Luckily, somebody had a pair of vice grips we hooked onto the end of the cable, and I could pull the cable with the vice grips to use the clutch. I mean, there's all kinds of tricks to keep you going to get you home anyways. I'm only human, and as a human, I have inflictions. And I've been suffering for the past week with pain in my lower back groin area. Earlier this summer, I was in the hospital with a kidney stone. Now, that's the worst pain imaginable. I mean, you just really think you're going to die. Vomiting, it's just excruciating pain. And that pain is so intense. I mean, they literally had me on morphine, and the pain was still there. The morphine wouldn't even cut the pain. But I survived that bout, and for the last week, though, I've been having pain again in that same area, which is typical of a kidney stone, but usually kidney stones are far more intense. So this is just a very nagging, dull pain, and it's keeping me awake at night. I'm tossing and turning. I've had to take pain meds just so I can sleep. Now, yesterday out on the bike, I didn't have any pain. It just seems like if I'm up and moving around, I'm better off. When I'm idle, when I'm laying down or when I'm sitting down, that's when I feel the ache come on, and it's very frustrating. It just won't go away. But on the bike yesterday, I didn't have any problems. I was comfortable, no pain or anything, so that worked. But today again, I wake up and I still have that nagging ache in my lower back on the left side. And so I went ahead and set up a doctor's appointment. So I'm going to finally go see a doctor. I figure, the pain's persisted for 4 days now. It's probably time to see a professional, and he'll probably do some blood work, take some scans, and you know what? If it's like last time, even though they assumed it was a kidney stone, they couldn't be positive about it. They did the scans and everything, and they said they couldn't see a stone. They didn't know what the problem was. So, but this seems to be an ongoing problem, and I just want to get to the bottom of it. I want them to try to figure out what's causing this issue. Do I have more stones in my kidney? Is it a gallstone? Is it something different? I don't know, but I want them to figure it out because it's just really uncomfortable. I can still see the harvest moon way up there in the sky. It's like a half moon. A couple days ago it was a full moon. It's already like mid-October, and I think the surprising thing is that I haven't really seen a lot of leaf color yet. This maple here is showing a little bit of pink, but it's kind of a dull muted. And in past years, it's been extremely vivid. And a lot of the trees are losing their leaves, as you can see here. But they're not really turning yellow or turning color. They're just dropping leaves, and then the leaves turn brown. So I've been chopping them up with the mower, too, as I can. Because once they build up and they get real thick, then they're really hard to get rid of. But yeah, I keep looking for, and I mean, even yesterday on our ride, we were looking for some nice fall colors, but it's kind of like this. We really didn't see it. So we'll see what happens in the next couple weeks, because the leaves are going to start dropping before November, and it's going to happen pretty quick. So I imagine in the next couple weeks, we'll start seeing these leaves really turn and maybe see some pretty fall foliage here. And then after that, it's just nothing but trees with no leaves. I've been picking up sticks in the yard all summer and throwing them on my campfire pit here, but I haven't lit it. I'd like to save it for a time when, some other people could enjoy it with me. We could sit out here by the campfire, but it just hasn't really happened. So will I burn it this year, or will I wait till next year? I don't know. When the day does come, though, we'll have a nice little campfire there. One thing I don't have that I think I'm going to go ahead and look and order is a nice little toolkit to keep on my bike. To take with me when we go out, because it's nice to have a variety of tools. You never know what you're going to have to get into. Something as simple as reconnecting a battery terminal. You're going to need, sometimes a multi-tool will work, but that doesn't always cut it. Sometimes you need that socket or that wrench, or even a hex tool or something. So I'm going to look into that. I'm sure there's a lot of options online for motorcycle tool kits, but I'm definitely going to make that purchase and carry that with me. Not that I might need it, but somebody that I'm with might need some tools, and it's nice to have a tool kit along. If not anything else, though, when you're out on the bike with your buddies, you never leave a man behind. It's just a given thing. You just don't leave him behind. Even if you're with a group and you don't know the guy that broke down, it's just good biker culture or etiquette to do everything you can to help the guy until he's either back up on the road or until you know that he's going to get help. You just don't leave somebody sitting on the side of the road. And that's the code. That's the biker code. I think I mentioned this before, but I'll order stuff online and then I forget that I ordered it, and then later I get this package and I'm like, what the heck is this? Yeah, I did that today. I got this package, this box, and here it was, chemicals. This is called Tall Star. It's an insecticide. It'll kill just about anything. And you mix it up in your pump sprayer. And I put that on the logs of my home here. And it on the outside of the house. And it'll kill, ants, spiders, the carpenter bees, anything like that. And it works very well. Keeps my house intact. The one thing it doesn't do is keep the woodpeckers from pecking at the side of my house, though, and I'm chasing them away all the time. Now, they're not doing a lot of damage, but they still like to, I hear that tick, 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 and I run out there and get out of here, and they fly away. I got another package today, though, from a D. Whitaker. So I'm going to open that up and see what I got. What in the world is that? Yeah, I got a little note here. Here's the covers for the tour pack for the 22 Street Glide. Not doing me any good. Hopefully they work on your bike. If not, you can pass them on. From Dave, the ex-American on YouTube. And so I got these rubber things that fit on my bike. Let's go out and see if they fit. So these are made to fit in where the tour pack clamps go. So I'm going to stick them on there and see how that works. You just snap right in there into that groove, and it's a perfect fit. How cool is that? Yeah, it covers up those slots, so cool. Thank you very much, Dave. That was very thoughtful of you. I'm going to put this other one on this side too. I just got to push them in. They're just rubber. Right there. It just goes on that easy. Sharp. I like it. I like it. Thank you so much. Very thoughtful of you. I appreciate it. Well, I think I'm about to get back on the mower again and get some more leaves ground up. Some of the grass is getting a little shaggy back behind the pond, so I'm going to handle that. I appreciate your guys' support. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, Yeah, you've heard this 100 times from any video you ever watched. Hit the like button and be sure to subscribe. Gotta say it, but I know sometimes it gets repetitive. Thanks anyways, cats. Until next time, I'll catch you all later.